What's up, y'all? Welcome to the X on the Beach after show. So we got Nurys that shows up, washes on the beach, and then her ex washes up right after that, and then Didi goes hard on Maya. It's going down next. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Chanel bag, Chanel tag. We bitch gon' still swag. Chanel slide, Chanel flat. Bitch going broke trying to get flat. I'ma pull up in the Porsche. Me and money married, no divorce.
Where's I like that?
You just gotta let it run.
Where's I like?
See, I got the
There we go. Get up. Get it. It's a party. It's always a party. Come on. Sensei, I can't look at you. I can't look at you the whole show. I can't. I feel like
Sensei's ready out in these streets. Look at her.
I feel like I'm gonna. Yeah. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Lem Gonsalves, and is X on the Beach after show. You know how we get down. Next to me, she's looking really fly. Like I said, I don't know if I can contain myself, but you know what I'm saying. It's your girl Sensei.
Hello, everyone. And I had to do an extra big shake tonight because it's about to get real shady.
It's about to go down. And you know, a resident messy expert, Messy Melodies in the building.
What up, everybody? The tea is exceptionally hot
Oh,
tonight.
yes, I know. I can't wait. You know, my A1 since day one. Filipino king himself, Mr. Nino Llanera.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino. I am so ready to talk, y'all. We have some special guests in the house, so I think we should get to it.
We do. It's guest time. It's guest time. It's guest time. It's guest time. Ladies and gentlemen, we got two for the price of one. But let me tell you, the beauty. I mean, it was ladies' night last night. You know, Malcolm was here. He was on it down. You know what I'm saying? But fellas. Yeah, fella. I mean, the fellas in the cyber universe. I'm telling you, these women are beautiful. I looked at Didi when I talked to her and interviewed her on another one, and I was like mesmerized. Like her eyes are like so. Yo, I like literally forgot what I was gonna say.
Surprised you talking right now, dog.
Man. But Didi's in the building.
Hey.
Yes. And of course, she came in swinging,
man.
Like literally, came in hot
ready.
off the jet plane. It was crazy.
Right.
Dropped off the beach.
Shout out to the
Nurys
bathing
is in
suit.
the building. Nurys is in the building. Yes, and shout out to that bathing suit.
Shout out to the bathing suit.
Yo.
Did you see how they had to like?
Yeah. I was like, yo.
How much double stick tape did that take?
Yeah.
There was a lot
No
of
shit.
It was a lot. That was crazy. I was like, yo, I see what's going on. So yeah, ladies, we're gonna get right into it because you know, y'all was late. But it's cool. Our fans were waiting and they are ready for all the tea. So I want to start off right now with something that came up last week. So last week's episode, you know, you were kind of on the chopping block a little bit, right? And you kind of gave this little speech. And it wasn't really a speech, it was kind of directive. And you were like, yo, who put my name in there? What's really going on? Now, the way it aired, it looked like no one said anything.
Yeah.
Now, the word on the street was that there was some stuff that was said. There was some back and forth. But then when the episode aired today that we saw, it looked like nothing was said again. So I need you to clarify. What went down back then?
Okay, so people did speak up. It was, of course, edited. I never went on social media. It was like, yeah, that's right. Nobody spoke up because that's not the facts. Jose spoke up and he explained why he was cutting me, and then Janelle spoke up as to why she was cutting me as well. You know, they said that they were just looking out for me, and like, you know, there was a previous argument that happened before that was not aired. It was between me and Malcolm or whatever, and they were just saying like, you know, like you learned a lot about Malcolm in the relationship. It's better for you to just, you know, take this out and like run with it, whatever. Maya did not speak up at the reunion, but she did speak up after that. That's how you guys see the argument after.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, editing is editing.
Right.
But if you ask me, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the truth, and that's what happened.
And
like
that's
they
what it
spoke
was.
up.
Okay.
Well, that's good. I mean, because I was wondering, I was like, I mean, you know, in the previous episodes, they were talking about how real they are. And then they edited it out. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Made them look real fraud.
Yeah, like really. But I mean, it's good to know that there was some back and forth. But obviously, you didn't get cut, and you stayed there, and you know, Malcolm crushed you. you know,
did.
which was dope.
Shout out to
Y'all saw me crying. I was like, ooh.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that was a really dope moment too between you two.
Yeah.
You know, and he obviously elaborated when he was here about how that all went down, and you got some cool closure, you know,
Yeah.
in regards to that. But yeah, I think it was dope. I think it was dope. But your girl showed up this episode,
Yes.
and you had her back all the way.
Yes.
So I want to get into that fight with Maya. So you come into the house, right? The hot tub situation, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty intense.
yeah, so that was started with when Maya comes and she was a little threatened.
Right. Well, real
little.
A
quick.
little threatened.
Wait,
just
first of
a
all,
tinge.
Let's back up to the
Yeah.
balcony scene.
Let's back
the
up.
balcony scene when there was like
Oh,
5
I
of them just
would
waiting up there waiting for you.
Oh my
And so
goodness. I walked in the house and they didn't see me walk in, but I walked in and they were like, oh, who's here? I'm like, I'm letting you guys know right now these 2 exes are here to play no games.
Oh.
They're here to get for what they want, and you guys are gonna go ahead and wait and see. So they decided to go upstairs and like stand on the
They were
balcony.
trying to, like-
And I'm looking at them, I was like, y'all don't know Nurys. I'm like, she gonna look at you guys and be like, haha, no. And
Right.
she's gonna keep it
Right.
walking.
Right.
And that's exactly what Nurys said. I'm like, guys, you could have just came downstairs, do the ritual that we do, like, hey, we ask the exes always 3 questions. I don't know when that started, but I mean,
They don't show it. Actually, they showed it in the last episode when Corey got there, and they're like, "Come on,
Yes.
sit in the hot seat."
Right.
So apparently, they were doing that to everybody.
Okay.
And for me, I got there, and they were all standing on the balcony, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And they all just stood there. They didn't say a word. They didn't say hi. They didn't. I walked in and I said hi. They were like,
Right.
so I kept it pushing, and I walked
Right.
downstairs, and then they don't show this, but Jose's like, "Oh no, like come back upstairs," and I was like, "You thought?" They come downstairs. He's yelling. He's like, "Nah, we have a ritual that we do," and I said, "Okay, well you can talk to me calmly," and he was like, "Nah, I'm Latino. This is how I talk," and I said, "I'm Latina, so what's up?"
Right.
So me and him got into it instantly, and then they were like, "All right, well let's put you in the hot seat." The hot seat was 3 stupid ass questions. They asked, "Why are you here?" Which genuinely, it's none of your business
Right.
except for my business
Right.
and my ex. And do you cook and do you clean?
Really?
Those were their questions. That's what they were so pressed to ask me.
The hot seat.
The hot
That was a lukewarm seat.
Well, this is my thing,
agreed.
Dee, with you. So, I mean, Maya came on super strong. I mean, it's clear that she was threatened a little bit. I mean, it's just odd to me. Like, did you really give her, like, anything for her to really press you this hard?
dude, genuinely, it's because what they don't show is me and Maya had a conversation.
Okay.
Like when I walked into the house and
When you first got there.
Like a
when I
calm
first got there.
conversation?
Huh?
Calm?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I got into the house, I knew that her and Malcolm have hooked up. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I don't want my ex-man. I'm really here, to get my own type of closure.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever that may be, whether a friendship or a relationship, like that's me. But I told her, I'm like, you can go ahead and do you, whatever. So we had a talk and I thought things were fine. And then out of nowhere, things just spiraled and I'm like, it's not me when I get mad, I don't like to get mad. I don't like to be the person to fight. Like, if you swing at me, bet we're going to go ahead and fight. Like, if that's what it is, I'm going to go ahead and defend myself.
Right.
But if I can defend myself with my words and then remind myself, yo, just walk away, they're not worth it.
Yeah.
That's how I handle my situations. But it's like, I don't know where this all started, and I'm still
Right.
confused as to how it all started. Like, I would understand if it was a situation with me and Nurys where I tried to steal her man. But I didn't want to do that.
That's so calm.
Shout out to
Wait. Shout out to Are You the One? And actually, you successfully.
And this is
Mission
the thing. I
accomplished.
mean, even in Are You the One, I had a lot to say about both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it because y'all are here. But seeing you guys in this other light, in this other season, it's
so
like I'm seeing
refreshing.
another side, which is really
Yeah.
dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing kind of
People
grow.
Exactly.
Yes, y'all are
We
growing.
were like, oh no, honey, we're not doing that again.
No,
Right,
never,
never.
ever.
She's like, we're not doing that.
No, that's not.
So I give props when props are
Yes.
needed. So that's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
But yes, Maya.
Yeah.
But
back-
yeah, I'm still
yeah.
confused as much as you guys are.
So back to my original question, the hot tub situation, because that
rubber
was
ducky,
like
though.
that was crazy. Like she literally was like a bulldog, like trying to her
But
ex
she
is
wasn't
holding
gonna
her
do
back.
nothing.
I mean, and I'm just like, and then the rubber ducky just
Rubber ducky situation.
Yo,
Who did that hit?
like-
that hit you?
No, that hit her. No, she
hit-
caught it.
no,
No,
yeah,
she
Didi.
caught it. She
Yeah.
caught
Oh,
it.
she
Janelle hit me. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And I thought it was rubber ducky, and I'm looking at my chest and I'm bleeding. I'm like, oh, this shit was a thermometer. I'm
Oh,
like,
it was a thermometer?
It was a pool thermometer.
So like,
I literally thought it was
It
a
said
rubber
quack
ducky.
quack on the subtitles,
because
right?
it had a rubber ducky at the top, but the
Oh,
thermometer was
right.
at
It
the
was
bottom.
an
because it's
actual
for a
thermometer.
pool.
Oh, so that's kind of
Got
heavy
it.
though.
Yeah.
So you got injured.
I mean, I had a little cut, but it's fine.
A little cut.
I got a little something
Right.
on the side.
So was that just carryover? Because you said you had the conversation.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
obviously,
I guess. So the whole reason why we fought at the jacuzzi was because I was talking about the fight that opened up the whole episode today. I was talking about what happened that day to, I think, someone in the kitchen. No, or I was telling Nurys. And I was telling her, like, yo, this happened last night. I was so confused. I'm like, she's saying I'm always going to be second best. I'm like, that makes no sense. Yeah. Whatever. So then she was like, oh, I heard you were saying this, and that. And I'm like, because I'm telling my friend the story, and that's exactly what happened. I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling what happened last night. Yeah. And then they just started getting crazy, and I'm like, and then Janelle started getting into it, and I'm like, Janelle, I'm not fighting with you. I'm fighting with, it's between me and Maya. Like, I got nothing with you right now, like, whatever. And then it was just two, and then she was like, you're not doing that. And I was like,
Right. I mean, I thought it was funny that like Maya, but the thing was Maya knew every detail to your all season. So I was like, so did you guys? Was she a fan or like did Malcolm? Because I don't think Malcolm would have.
So did
spilled all that
Jose.
tea.
Yeah,
right. They were like really going into detail.
Yeah. So can you?
And I was like, right. But we all see
remember
that.
I had to take a picture because
and
like
she's like,
I had
I
to
bet
make
it's
sure.
Nurys because so and so and so and so. So I was like, oh,
nah, but Jose
shit,
knew everything.
He had all the
He
details.
had all the tea with everything, and I'm like, how you know that? I'm like, we don't even got our phones. How you know this?
Right.
But no.
And I mean, was something really about to happen in that jacuzzi? Because me being a viewer, all I was seeing was splashing everywhere, like people really trying to hold each other back. I mean,
You didn't feel threatened at all.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I mean,
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
It was because I was sitting right there. Like, if something was gonna happen, like even afterwards when she walked away, you saw like
it was super extra.
If you were gonna do something for real, who's gonna stop me to get out of the like? I'm not. You're not gonna stop me from getting out of the hot tub.
Right.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna attack. But there was no real big reason to fight. So I feel like maybe they finally realized that mid argument, and then
right. It was just like okay.
Well, Janelle seemed to calm down real quick after she was like, "No, that's my best friend," and then it was a little bit more chill after that. You know what I mean? When you realize stuff, you kind of just backtrack on what you are about to do and think about it more. But I didn't see why. Why did that even happen?
I mean, I'm still asking why.
And it's still going on now.
It's still going on.
Because I'm tuning into the live.
I'm tuning into the
And I saw
Listen,
Maya
these fans though.
talking about your guys' living situation. Do you guys want to touch on that real quick?
Oh, of course.
Sure.
I would love
Sure.
to. Would you?
Yeah,
like,
she
take the
called.
lead, honey?
She called us homeless, and I just thought that was hilarious because I'm like, first off, what does it have to do with you, and why?
Right.
What does it have to do with anything? So yeah, we were living in an Airbnb for the month because we wanted to. Actually, it was my idea because she wanted to wait till January till we had a place and everything. But I was like, no, let's get out there now. Let's just go there so we can actually look
Talking
at the
about
apartments.
coming to LA.
Coming to LA. You know, let's go out there. How are we gonna look at apartments if we don't live there?
Right.
You know, so let's move. Let's go get an Airbnb. Which she was like, oh, you compare Airbnb prices. I mean, paying $2,500 for an Airbnb is not very cheap. So I was like, okay, bet. So we stay at the Airbnb and we're just trying to figure our shit out and, you know, grow from there.
And not for nothing. Like,
there's always a building process. Like,
Right.
I didn't know.
Exactly.
Like why are you trying to hate on it? Like, I'm sorry. We're coming out here. We're trying to start, you know, a brand new foundation.
I don't
And
see
everyone
no
has
problem
to.
with
You
that.
have to start from the bottom to get to the top. So
Let's
it's
be
like,
real though. You about to transfer your life over somewhere else new, and you got to get a place together. It's like moving to New York. It's hard to move to New York. You gotta get a broker.
Like Taraji, she made her speech about the motivational speech. She was like, I came to California with $700 and a child.
And she slept on the beach.
Still made it.
And she slept on the beach.
So it's like you
So it's
can't
like,
you can't try to bring us down when
they're trying to
you know,
hate the hustle, and I'm like-
we're just trying to, you know, succeed and accomplish our own goals and our own dreams.
But why are you so worried? And I'm just confused as to why they're so fucking worried about our living situation. Like,
maybe
why are you
she's
even worried about us at all in general? Like, I just don't get that.
Maybe she just still feels the way because you guys got her banned from the party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, sorry, not
Yeah.
sorry about that at all. Because, like I said, listen, those are our friends.
Yeah.
But I don't care what you say. Those are our friends and
gonna
those are
tell
our
me
family.
If someone talks shit to you guys in a group chat saying like, "Oh, drop a pin, we could fight," da da da,
For no
and
reason.
then your friends are hosting the party, we created, like, yeah, Joe and them created, but, you know,
Right.
we're a part of it.
Right.
You're going to tell me that you want people that are going to bring back, like, to come.
Most
No, like,
definitely
you
gonna be
talk
like,
shit about,
banned.
you talk
No,
shit about me.
exactly.
All right, so you don't get to come to the party.
I will say it
Yeah.
again because I don't care how many times I have to say it. They think that it was only us two. It was not just
It
us
wasn't.
two. Malcolm did not want them there. Darian did not want them there. And I don't care what they say and I don't care what's aired now. They did not want them there. And we have a house full of other people that know the real truth.
Yeah.
And not only from us four that didn't want them there, genuinely, the rest of the house didn't care if they were there.
Right.
They literally were like, okay, let's uninvite them. And
I'm not tripping.
we're a family,
Yeah.
so they're like, okay, we care about you guys, and we care about all of us having fun as a family. We're not going to sit here and invite two people that are going to start problems. And then they showed up anyways. I don't know if that was... They showed up anyways.
No, no one
No,
knew.
didn't
What?
know that
No,
part.
didn't know that part.
They
That's
showed
new
up
tea.
anyways. Yes, they showed up anyways.
That part.
And they what they didn't know is that we had security in front of the gate,
Oh.
in front of the front door, and once you got through the front door, there was security there
So
too.
did they not
So
get in?
they
So
get in?
they didn't even make it past the front gate.
Wow.
Okay, Nurys.
So
Yeah.
I mean, to say that, you know, they're so like they're dragging our name through the mud, and we're
I
trying
mean,
to
it is
keep
really
it, you know,
crazy.
keep our composure.
Yeah.
We're not saying anything negative about them,
Right.
But it's like you're so you're pressed at this point by us. I don't know why. I don't know what we did to like get to this point, but it's like. You still try to come to the party. You
Right.
still wanted to be a part of everything, but then they just keep talking
I
shit.
mean,
and
did
it's
this
like,
all start with Malcolm?
I really don't think it started with Malcolm.
Was it
and
really just pure? I mean,
I feel I genuinely don't even know how or what caused it, but it instantly started like the moment I walked into the house, I already felt the heat.
yeah.
And they didn't even know me from a hole in the wall. And we already
Yeah.
followed each other on social media. So walking into the house, I thought, well, we're about to be cool. I don't know them, but I
Right.
think we're going to be cool. But as soon as I got there, everybody's energy was so off. And I was like, well, shit, this is not the Are You the One house? And this is completely different.
You know, maybe Janelle was trying to turn it into Bad Girls Club or something. You know,
Something. And because this is airing,
I don't know.
Because obviously this happened months ago, but because it's airing, it all brings it back. So then, you know,
I mean,
Twitter fingers
I
and stuff like
guess,
that.
but I mean, I feel like I learned a lot from Are You the One, and I learned, you know, that when I'm watching it on TV, I'm just like, why am I gonna get mad? Like this did happen months
Right.
ago.
And we always think about the editing.
Yeah, like
That's why we have
even-
y'all on here because
Right.
we want to
Yeah.
know. Right?
Exactly. So it's just like now coming into the show, I'm like, all right, this happened a while ago. Like I know you guys talk shit about me, but that happened. Like that's fine. Like it's fine with me just because I'm like, you guys are not gonna get the reaction that you want. Like I'm not gonna go on social media and talk shit on your name. That's not. I have other shit to worry about right now.
Even okay, so I mean, I'll be real. Like even during the show, after the show, I genuinely really did like Maya. Even there's no like I have no reason to not like her.
Yeah.
But all the drama that keeps being brought, that's what's making me not like her. But
Right.
beforehand, I liked her. That's what I'm still confused as to where all the beef has come from. Because
Got it.
Did you guys see what Diddy posted on his Instagram? He put, I'm not arguing in 2019. I'm setting okay and going about my life.
thank you. And
Imagine if people were to do that. I mean, that's not
do that.
reality TV, but imagine if people were to do that. World peace would come a lot sooner.
Well, let's switch gears here. Our fans definitely have some questions. We have Joseph asking, did being on the show show them why their ex-boyfriends are ex-boyfriends, or did they want to reconnect with their exes after being on the show?
I don't know if that would.
And y'all share an ex, so this is
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it.
I don't know.
I
feel
mean,
like
I realize because I feel like if we answer, it might be like a spoiler.
Well, we don't want you to spoil. I mean, if it's going to be aired.
But
with
being in the house, it definitely teaches you why they're your ex, but it also teaches you that you
about
can
other people's
grow.
and it also like teaches you about other people's relationships. It's like when you know you're living in a house with all these other singles and you know their exes come and it's like, all right, do I want that in my future relationship? Like, but you don't tolerate that. That should never happen. We should handle things like that. Like, this
See,
house.
well, so for me, I had 2 exes in the house, and
Right.
I will say I thank the Ex on the Beach house for sure because as you could see how hot and heavy, like how hot the argument was between me and Nelson.
About to get into
If it wasn't for the Ex on the Beach house, we would have never been able to talk. We would never be able to, get your closure. Get our closure or even understand each other's
Right.
point of view.
Before we get into that, I do want to ask though, like, how did it feel, like, seeing Nurys and Malcolm reconnecting after, like, you and Malcolm kind of had a really sweet conversation, in
Oh
that
my gosh,
little
that was
room? Like, I'm just wondering,
that
because,
clip was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
to
that
the max.
clip,
to the max. Like, they were talking about friendship.
Even Malcolm said it last week, though. He said that it was more of a friend situation than a romantic situation, right?
No, it definitely was. I generally did ask him, like, hey, what did I do in the house for me, to be number two, whatever. But I mean, seeing them rekindle things, I'm just like, I decided to take Malcolm back after the show. I got my second chance.
Right.
That didn't work out for me. If she wanted to go ahead and do that,
Got it.
I was gonna be here to, if he fucks up, I'm your shoulders to cry on. I didn't know if seeing them, like, is that gonna bring back feelings for me? Like, no, dude, you can't do that. But I'm like, girl, this is your time. This is your second chance. Do what you gotta do. I've already done that, and I just wouldn't.
You
go
see,
through
and
it
for
again.
Malcolm and I, we never got to date or anything
Okay.
outside of the Are You the One house, so we never got to see, like, really if
never
it could
tried
have been
anything.
anything. We
Okay.
never tried again. We never really. So I was like, why not? This is the perfect opportunity.
Okay.
We're gonna
It's like
be
being an Are You the One?
Yeah, it's like
and
being
just like not having another girl get in between it.
exactly.
Letting them
So
rock.
I was like,
Like that.
but even like when I got there, I was like, all right.
It's a sequel, y'all.
They don't show it, but I definitely was like, all right, are you and Maya like a thing? He's like, no, we just made out. I don't know if they did show that, but I was like, okay. So, and then as soon as I got there, it was like, okay, that was cut off. I was like, all right, cool. So now we a thing.
Did they show
Okay.
that they made out?
And
I don't remember.
Yeah,
At
they
this
showed
point,
it.
to this
Yeah,
point.
to this
Oh,
point.
not at this point.
Not at this point.
Not at this
Yeah,
point.
no.
Not at this
They
point.
made out on the first episode.
Right. Right. Where they was
And then that
cupcaking
was
him.
it.
Yeah, that was it.
So.
Let's get into the your ex situation. So literally,
Yes.
which was crazy because you
I
come
don't
to
even know this tea.
the top of the episode, you roll in off the beach, and then you literally have an ex coming in the same episode. What was the time frame in between that? Like a day?
2 days. He
2
came in
days.
2 days
Okay.
after.
So 2 days later, you're out there. You don't even know what that's. You're like, what's that sound?
I didn't even
Like-
know. Did you hear me? I was like,
Yeah.
what is that
What
sound?
is that?
Did you see my outfit? I was
Yeah.
not prepared to go
She
to
was
the beach.
pissed.
Right.
She was
I
like,
was
you
so
ain't
mad.
put
I
me
was
in
like,
a
you guys didn't
bikini.
even tell me I could have worn bathing suit. Could have been, you know.
Right.
So you get out there, and then one of the ex comes for Corey, and then
No.
Oh, no.
It was only Nelson.
No, that's right. Sorry, that was
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
beginning.
earlier, yeah.
Earlier, sorry, I'm mixing it. So only Nelson shows up. He comes up, and then literally you guys are going at it like right
And I was
away
trying
great.
so hard, like everything in me, because
because you were quiet at first.
Especially in the beginning,
Yeah.
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 I was like, Romeo, I plead the fifth. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good, you know? I was
Yeah.
gonna, at first I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore him. I'm not gonna give him the time of day. When we get into the house, I'm just gonna ignore him. And then he was like, oh, you guys may know me because she dragged my name through the mud. And I was like, excuse the fuck out of, no, you did that. Like, and yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was
So-
not expecting Nelson to just come up out the water and just really start going at you.
That's what I was like. Listen,
But I
Oh,
knew
he
that.
was touched.
But did you
Oh, he was
see? Did
touched.
you see? Like I had that. They showed that me having that conversation prior to
Right.
the episode, and I was like, whoever's coming out of that water,
It's gotta be
they're-
Nelson.
It's gonna be Nelson, and
Yeah.
he's not coming here for a good reason because
Right.
he
Right.
actually had told people before before filming and everything that he said that if he went on X on the beach, he was going in there to go ruin my life.
Right.
Which he said.
Which he
in
said.
the
And
segment.
so, you know, knowing that, I was like, all right, bet.
On
But I
guard.
also, I genuinely didn't think he was coming on the beach that day because I knew some prior information that he was out of the country. And he was out of the country.
Gotcha.
But he flew back.
Stop it.
But he flew back.
Just to
and
come.
Yeah,
Really?
2 days later. And I was like,
Wow.
are you fucking kidding me? I thought he was at the country. Last I checked, he was not even here.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Wait, so he made it seem like you guys weren't dating. You guys
Right.
were just
Just
Yeah,
hooking up.
apparently I was just a fuck. That was
So
nice.
was
That
this
nice to hear.
when Kaylee was still on the challenge?
No, okay, so
Yeah,
it
can
was
you clear
hard.
that whole
Okay, I can
situation
give
up?
you guys kind of like a timeline. Like, okay, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the
After,
breakdown?
yeah, let me break it down. After Are You the One? It's kind of messy. After Are You the One? He slid in the DMs. We started talking randomly. It was like, and we got close. We were not official. Even I said it on my reunion. I was like, we
Yeah,
were casually
you
dating.
did.
We were casually dating. But I feel like it was a little deeper than that. You know, we were like a thing, but without being a thing. Like, and then he left to go filming the challenge. I forget which one that was, but he left to film the challenge. He called me from the challenge house, told me he was lonely, he felt alone in the house, and, you know, the fact that he put my name down and my number down for the challenge producers, like, I was one of the few people that you could call that definitely shows that you care,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Right.
So for me, I was thinking like, okay, great, like, you know, we're good. I'm waiting for him to come back. He gets back from the show. First thing he tells me was like, hey, just so you know, I met someone on the show, but it was all producer enforced. So I was like, and I have the text messages still to prove it.
Oh, we love receipts here.
Exactly, I keep them all. And so I was like, okay, are we still cool? Like, what's going on? He was like, she lives in a different country. Like, no worries, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. So I figured me and him were still cool. Then the show airs, and I realized that it was a lot more than what he had said. And it was not producer enforced. But at that point, by the time the show aired, me and him had already cut things off. We hadn't even been, like, a thing. Because, like I said, we weren't never in a relationship. We were barely, like, together. It was, I don't know. But then we go months and months blocked. I have him blocked from like February till whenever we hooked up. I think it might have been May. And so we randomly ran into each other at a club, and I don't speak to him. He finally, you know, keeps trying. We talk. We end up going back to our friend's house and spending the night together. And I asked him before he even came back, I was like, are you dating someone? Are you in a relationship? Like, let me know before you come back. He's like, no, I'm single. I said, okay. He stays the next day. The next day he was trying to stay and ended up leaving, whatever. Then I got a DM that same day from the one that was posted, and she was like, hey, I just want to know if you know anything about Nelson being unfaithful, because we are in a relationship, and I'm flying out there tomorrow to the States. Mind you, she lives in London. I'm like, I'm flying out there to the States to go be with him. I'm reading this because I'm like, fuck, I've had you blocked for months. You put me back in your little trap, and I ask you if you're single or if you're taken, and you say you're single, but she's saying you're in a relationship. And I've just been through so much bullshit after, like, you know, getting cheated on beforehand, then getting cheated on Are You the One, then dealing with him as the next guy. I was like, I can't deal with this shit no more. And I was like, and I've already been there. I'd rather have the truth than not. So I told her the truth. I answered her back. I said, hey, just want to let you know we ran into a club yesterday. Was not planned. One thing led to the next. Sorry, we hooked up. And then me and her continued to talk. She was giving me a lot of tea on their relationship. And that's what happened. He called me. He hated me after that. And then next time we saw each other was on X on the Beach.
Okay.
And she hit you up like directly after y'all hooked up? Or was it?
This was literally, he left that day. Boom. She texted me.
How did she
know to hit you up?
She DM'd me.
That's
She
the
DM'd
weird
me
part.
that.
Yeah.
She DM'd me that next day.
That she knew to hit you.
She probably just had a hunch. She had a hunch, and then she actually was. She sent me text messages that while he was with me, he actually was texting her, being like, "I love you" and shit like that. And I was like, okay, you were texting her while you were with me, telling her that you loved her, but you told me you were single, and that's what bothered me. You know what I mean? I didn't care because I wasn't looking for a relationship. Me and him had a friendship. Like, actually, not even at that point. We weren't even speaking. So we really had nothing. It was just sex that night, and it was just the fact that he lied. And I was like, okay, well, you lied, and I've been there, so fuck you. I'm gonna tell her the truth because she deserves it. Especially if she almost bought her. She had a flight to come to the States. I said, honey, save it. Stay in the States.
Did she not come?
She did not come.
Wow.
So that was the tea on that, and.
I'm tired, y'all.
Nurys, you have a type. You do.
Yeah,
She does have a
fuck boys.
Didi's like, she does.
No,
She
not
does.
anymore. I changed my type.
It's like, it's 2019. I'm a new person.
2019. Changed my type. I'm going for the good boys.
There you
now.
go. There
Yes,
you
go
go.
for
Good.
someone regular, and then that way you can just be the queen.
Regular
No,
guys.
but see, but I like, you know, I need a king. Like, if I'm gonna be a queen, I need a.
He could be a
But
regular
still be a
king.
regular king.
Yeah, he could
That's
be a
what I
regular
mean.
king.
Like,
basic.
Yeah, not like regular, like a basic dude. Like a
he
king,
could
but
be
not
just
like,
maybe not in the industry, or
Yeah.
even maybe in the industry, but not reality TV.
Not
No,
a
exactly.
F-boy.
I'm staying away from
Just
reality
no
TV.
F-boy.
Behind the
Reality
camera.
TV.
Yeah.
Behind the
Behind the
the
camera.
scenes. Or maybe.
Yeah, right, with that money.
I mean,
yeah. I think it's a good segue to get into news and gossip.
ooh,
Let's do it.
yes.
Yes, let's do that right now
What's
because we
the
only
news
have
and
about
gossip?
5 guests.
All right.
Yeah, here we go.
Keep this really short and let the ladies piggyback off this. So, word on the street, y'all, is that during filming, you two made a trip to Planned Parenthood.
Oh.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
What? Where is this rumor coming
That is
from?
all over the
Planned
internet.
Parenthood?
Yeah.
Planned
During
Parenthood?
filming.
What?
During filming.
Well, I mean, I would love to know how I could go to Planned Parenthood when, I mean, up to this point, I haven't had sex, so.
Where is this on the blog?
So,
or
I
something?
mean,
This is on
I
the-
don't know.
you
Like,
said it's on the
maybe
blog?
by
Yeah.
the
That's
end
so
of the
crazy.
season, does Didi have sex? Does she not? Who knows? But if she doesn't, how's she gonna go to Planned Parenthood? My invisible baby?
Oh,
Get out of here. I am so dead.
Yeah.
Done.
So we can say that's
can say
completely
it's
100% false.
False.
All right.
Fans
Web,
are crazy, y'all.
Squash it.
I'm
Web.
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I hear the craziest shit about myself though, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. That was the craziest thing I
Yeah.
heard. So.
Is there anything else? That was it.
No,
That
that's
was
Nothing
it.
else? That was it?
Shut
Oh,
it
come
down.
on.
Okay.
I need something else.
No,
She's
we're
like, I
good.
I
need
want to
something
cut
else.
to like a replay of all our faces.
X on the
Like,
beach, baby.
What?
there's so many gifts that can be made out of this episode right here.
I know.
That's a major.
That was a really big one. Shout out to whoever made up that rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Very
That
clever.
is crazy. Do we have any more questions from?
There is a lot.
Yeah.
This chat.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, there is. I
The
mean,
one
there are
about-
people
you
talking
saw
about
for Didi. You
the
see
one
that?
about Kenya.
Yeah.
A lot of the fans in here want to ask like the beef
That's in here a
between you
lot.
and Kenya, and I mean, because they did talk about it on their season of Are You the One?
I
So I don't know if you wanted to clear anything up about that.
I don't think there's any beef between me and Kenya. I mean, I don't. I've seen her in person, but that's about it. Like,
See, y'all be in here lying.
They like the fans do the most, and like they will lie. They'll like I could be right here with you, and they'll write in your live and be like, "Oh, Nurys said this about you 5 minutes ago," and I'm like, "The fuck? What did I
Then
say?"
what about and then they also wanted to know about Morgan. I guess Morgan like unfollowed both of you. Like, did you guys talk to Morgan at all? Like, I know she was.
I didn't even notice that she unfollowed me.
yeah.
Somebody
I
said
blocked
that,
her.
and then somebody asked if they unfollowed you or
No, because I
or-
still follow
yeah.
her. So I mean, if she unfollowed me, then I guess that's news to me.
Okay.
I blocked her.
You blocked
Why-
her.
it's just like-
All right, chat. I'm gonna need your
say, like-
receipts, chat.
Oh wait,
Hold on, hold on. We
Wait,
didn't say
Morgan,
that.
wait,
Do you know who Morgan is?
I'm confused. Wait.
Oh, you're thinking about Are You the One?
Yeah, no, so Are You the One? Morgan, I was like, that's news to me. Because you were just talking about Are You the One? So I was like, wait, that's news to me. I was like,
Morgan.
what?
No, let's not get your house mixed
Oh,
up. Yeah,
no.
no.
Oh, you're talking about
X on
Morgan
the
from
Beach.
X on the Beach.
Yeah.
No, we blocked her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the only
Oh.
reason as to why, like, I loved Morgan. Like, Morgan, she's cool. You know, like,
Okay.
we were cool right on New Year's, whatever.
Right. 'Cause she was at the party.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I got receipts sent to me about Maya's live, honestly, if you're my friend, if someone is talking shit about me around you, don't go in the live and be like, ooh, no.
Like,
Like,
she,
don't
and it
entertain it.
was right at the part where they were talking shit about Didi, and then she like she wasn't even in the live. She went out of her way to put herself in the fucking live.
Oh.
Like,
So I was
ooh, you heard that? No, bitch. Sit
I
your
was,
fucking ass down.
I was just
So
so
we
confused.
blocked
I
her
was like,
'cause we
damn,
don't
Morgan,
need
like,
to
I really thought
have
we
that
were
energy.
cool. You know,
Yeah.
like, all right, you have Maya and Janelle talking about me. Those are two girls that don't like me, but that's
Right.
fine. But if I'm not involved in the job, I'm not gonna go ahead and insert myself like,
Sure.
oh yeah, no. So I took that to offense, and I was
And
like,
it was
all
just
right, well,
like I said,
that's
it's
a
just
dub.
I just didn't like it because I blocked her because I just thought that was very fake because we talked about the situation on New Year's. She was
Right.
like,
Got it.
you know, I hate that all this is going on in the group chat. It's really pathetic. It's embarrassing. But
Yeah.
then you say all this like if you're not like she's choosing sides between you know Maya and Janelle and us two, but she was just saying it was embarrassing, you blah blah. So I figured you're grown, you're above that.
Yeah.
So then when you see them in the live, it's like why insert yourself in that?
and
just to be
especially on
petty.
a topic where someone is talking about my vagina.
Like it's
What?
like come on, you can be better than that. And we thought you
Yeah.
were better than
They're
that when you
talking
proved us
about your
otherwise.
So let me tell you, I memorized that line.
She said,
I memorized that line.
I
was like,
know
ooh,
that one by heart.
Replay. I'm like, oh, okay, bet.
Why are they going that far?
So on the
Down
live,
south.
Maya goes, she's saying that she goes, oh, I could spill the tea on they're homeless. They're staying at an Airbnb. I could spill the tea on how Dee Dee's pussy stinks. Da da da. And I'm like,
Ooh,
I saw that.
What?
And she okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's just
Nurys, I was shaking.
Yeah.
I was shaking because I'm like, Diandra, do you want to go ahead and just retaliate on social media and be like, oh, F this, F that, or just, take it back and just be like, bet. Like,
Yes.
for a girl that had, despite all the drama that we're having right now,
Right.
I have gone through the shit where my ex-boyfriend has talked shit about my vagina in high school. And I hated that. Like, I hate that feeling.
Right.
So it's like, I had your back in the house because I stood up for what was right.
Right.
And then you're going to go on social media and talk shit about my vagina. I told my mom goes, did she eat you out? Like, how she And I was like,
Well, she did exactly what Kareem did to her.
so I was so confused. I'm like, damn, Maya, like, you really
Wow.
went that low. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
it's 2019.
Yeah.
Like, us women should be doing better.
Yeah.
We
And
should be
I'm
doing
not going to
better.
go on
There's
social
no
media
reason to be
and talk
fighting
about her because it's
during
like,
the most.
I'm not, that's not
Yes.
me as a person. I'm
yeah,
not
you
for
don't
you.
want to take that higher
Yes.
road. It's all
Yes.
good.
Right.
You know, if you want reality TV just to be a stop for you and you want more and more, you know what I mean, just take the higher road.
Oh, but the
You know what I mean?
original goal has, reality TV is great. Don't get me wrong. The best thing I love about it is that I could just be me and bet I'm being recorded. But I want my own talk show. I want to be a TV host. Like
She wants to be where you guys are.
I told Lem, I'm like, Lem, what's up? You need a host?
Yes.
Like, come on, let me start training.
Right.
You know, there's so much more to me that I want to go ahead and pursue. And
Do it, girl. Just do it.
Yeah.
You're out
I'm
here.
not with the drama, man.
Yeah.
It's not me.
You're out here in the mix now. You know, it's all
Yeah.
about connections. It's all
going
about
down.
just putting in your work.
2019,
So y'all
Didi's
got
gonna be
this.
out.
Yay.
There it is. There it is.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show.
Yes.
Time is up. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Shout out to our guests, holding it down,
Thank you, ladies.
spilling all the tea,
Thank you for
setting the
having
record
us.
straight.
Yes.
Always.
I know it
It's your
was a
boy.
lot, but y'all
Yeah.
did good.
It's your boy Lem Gonsalves. You can find me everywhere at Lem Gonsalves. And make sure you check out my website, stayonthemic.com, for what's going down. Sensei, where you at?
Yes, y'all know to follow me at Sensei Don't Play.
You guys check
don't
me out
have
everywhere at Melody_Rose.
And y'all, it's your boy Nino. You can check me out at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Deandra, tell the fans where they can find you.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Deandra Delgado _. And you know what? Yeah, that's it.
And you guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Nurys Mateo, and that's me.
And that's it.
And if you're single and you're cute and you're tall, Didi's looking.
I'm not gonna say that inside it out.
I know.
Them eyes, I'm telling you. Them, you will be Lazarus. I'm telling you.
You don't want.
She wasn't ready for that.
I'm telling you.
Safe out here in LA.
Guys, I'm telling you. It's
I need you
going
to
down.
be tall,
Yeah.
maybe Dominican,
Yeah.
and have money.
Oh, she narrowed it.
She said tall Dominican have money. Yeah, there it is. Until next week, we'll see you.
y'all.
Peace.
Bye.
This is y'all.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.